guys, and welcome back to Opal&Mint. I am Ashley, and welcome to day 12 of our 24 days of Opal&Mint. This is the official halfway point. It doesn't feel like, I feel like we've done like 5 videos, but we are on day 12, which is insane. This is flying by. Christmas is gonna be here in like a blink. We just, one more blink and Christmas will be here. I can't believe it. But speaking of Christmas, today we're gonna be painting a Christmas present. So I thought I would sit down and paint something that's so simple that would make a great, quick, easy, inexpensive Christmas present. Something that you could gift to literally anyone. I think I'm actually going to be putting this in a white elephant gift exchange thing, but we're gonna do just a very, very simple watercolor painting. Today I'm gonna be using Meaden's watercolor paper. This is 100% cotton. This is a 10.2 by 7 inch. I was wanting an 8 by 10. I have an 8 by 10 frame and I was like, oh, this is too skinny. So I had to get a different frame, but 10.2 by 7, that's such a weird size to me. I don't know, is that normal? Anyways, this is the frame I'm going to be using, and you can get frames literally, you can get frames anywhere. My favorite place to shop for frames is Home Goods. I live in Texas, just for reference. I'm not sure where all Home Goods is, but they have some pretty inexpensive frames that are so cute. So I have like a stash of them. Every time I go, I just like pick out frames I like and have a stash of them. So I have them ready. So I just kind of went through the ones that I owned and picked this one. So this is a 5 by 7, I think. Anyways, we're gonna paint something to go in this frame. So let's go ahead, turn the camera around and start painting. So I'm gonna be using my Daniel Smith paints, Meaden watercolor paper. Here is our frame. All right, so one of the quickest ways I know to kind of indicate your painting area is to take your frame and take the little paper that's inside of it. And we're just gonna mark this off, and then I'm just gonna tape around it. Okay, so I've marked all of my edges. This is not the tape that I prefer to use, but I ran out of my Holbein tape. I need to purchase some more. This tape is a lot stickier. And put a little bit of lint on it. This is pretty robust paper, so shouldn't tear it, but I'm just gonna put the tape on my jeans and then tape it to the paper. Okay. All right, so there's our painting. Whoa. Area. I've never painted this particular painting. I want to show you how it can be stress-free, but also it may not work out on the first time. So when I'm painting presents in particular, or anything that's going to go to somebody else, a lot of times I end up painting 2 or 3 times to get what I exactly wanted. So if it doesn't work out the first time, that's okay. We'll tape it off, do it again. Let me get some fresh water. We're gonna do just kind of a wash of kind of sunset colors. I don't want it to be over the whole thing. I want it to be kind of like splatted. And then we're gonna paint in the silhouette of a tree here with Sumi ink. This is from Japan. Daniel bought me this last year, I think, and we're gonna use that because I haven't used it in a long time and it's a lot of fun. So we're gonna start with, take this Grabie brush. I need to test this out some more. And I want some yellows, some reds. I'm gonna start with this new gamboge, and I just wanna kind of put some water on the page, take some and splash it. We want it to be a little crazy, okay? Taking a little bit of red in there. And just kind of dabbing some water around. This is some quinacridone gold. And that is our background, I think. I think that's all I want for the background. So we have to let this dry before we do the tree, but it takes a little bit to get the Sumi ink out anyways. So I said I was done and I keep adding more. I'm going to take a little bit of Lunar Red Rock actually because I want some granulation in the background. And I don't want to actually touch the paper with the brush, but I want to get this Lunar Red Rock on here. So I'm going to kind of just... Oh wait, this is... Whoops, that was Potter's Pink. Wrong color. They're similar. Here we go. Oh yeah, let's do that actually. There we go. There's our Lunar Red Rock. Ooh, I like that. Okay, put a little bit here. This is the part that literally anyone can do and it's so fun. Okay, all right, I'm gonna leave that alone. So we're gonna let that dry. While I'm letting that dry, I'm going to prepare my Sumi ink. Now, if you don't know what this is, I will see if I can find the video and link it of how this stuff is made. It is the coolest thing ever. And I've had some comments on the video where I've tried this out. I had some people give me some advice on how to actually activate enough of the paint to make it super rich. So it takes a little while of grinding this ink stick on the stone. So I'm gonna get some of this water and we're just gonna start grinding this ink. It's so fun. So I think I'm gonna use the other half of this paper that Kylie painted on yesterday to kind of test the ink and see what consistency we're at and what opacity we are. So I'm taking my Creative Mark Rhapsody Kolinsky Sable brush and I'm just gonna get it in this ink and we're gonna do a little test on this page here. Oh, that's so pretty. This ink is so rich. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, so I think this is what we're gonna do. We're just doing some branches and then tapping in some leaves. And I don't want it to actually be too huge and full. So we're gonna put a tree onto this once it's dry. This ink is just so cool. All right, so I'm gonna get just a little bit more out and then we'll come back once this is dry and put our tree on and then we'll frame it. This is mostly dry. This bottom part isn't all the way dry. Grab some of this, kind of re-wet this ink here. Do a little swatch to see if it's still like thick enough. Yeah, look at that ink, that's so pretty. Okay, so we're just gonna very quick, easy paint a tree, just like that. And I want it to be kind of to the side. A couple of pointers when painting this is start off lighter, skinnier, very light touch, trying to get some like delicate branches. 2, don't try to make anything perfectly straight. Make it a little bit wobbly, and just trees are not perfectly straight. So we're gonna start with our trunk down here. And I think I want to start here. Yeah, it's a little bit wet there. But I actually don't mind if this bottom part kind of fades out. I don't want the rest of it to, though, fade out. So I may need to wait. I may need to wait a few more minutes. I love that I say that and I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I need to stop. I wanna wait until that dries. I'm not being very patient. I kind of like the soft edge. Kind of refining it just a little bit with my cloth. Man, this is me waiting. I am pathetic. Okay. Okay, I'm not waiting. Clearly. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, and at the base of branches, you're gonna have it thicker and then go to skinnier. Kind of have some unpredictable directions. Yeah, this is very, very much not dry, but I'm not waiting any longer. If you wait, you can have crisp edges. And I might be able to actually go back and once it dries, fix the edges some, but yeah, I should have waited. I really should have waited, especially on these branches. Although it's kind of giving it a more natural look, so. See, this up here is dry, so you can see how it's got crisper edges. This ink is so cool. You can have some like branches skip even because you're gonna put leaves there, so. Okay. All right, so there's my tree base. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start putting in some of the leaves. So I'm just taking the ink on my brush and I'm just tapping in different directions. We don't want it to look uniform. Some down here even. Put different amount of pressure to get different sizes of splats. Kind of connect these a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going back on some of these. Actually, yeah, it's okay. I feel like this just needs to be deepened a little bit. And I think I'm going to let it dry and go back over some of it a second time. Although I don't hate it. Oh, I do hate it. Something's wrong. Hold on. I feel like it needs some branches coming off this way. Okay. All right, I need to step back and look at it. It's not exactly what I had envisioned. I think it needs a little bit more foliage through here. I didn't quite capture what I was wanting to, so I'm just gonna tap in a little bit more. Again, I said you may have to paint it a couple of times to get it how you want it. I think what I want to do is take the tape off. I want to see what it looks like in the frame because a lot of times that helps your brain to be able to see if it's going to look okay or not. I feel like I made the tree too tall. Like it should have stopped down here for composition, but gauge, see if this is gonna, that's not bad. I do think the tree should have been a little bit shorter. I think I'm gonna do another one real quick. And again, showing you the process here, it doesn't always turn out perfect the first time. So I'm gonna do one more, speed through it really fast, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I think I need more yellow in the background as well. So be right back. Okay, so I'm not gonna make the same mistake of not waiting long enough. So I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer for that to finish drying. I wanna experiment on this one with some glue and some gold leaf. I have never actually used gold leaf, but I've been wanting to for so long. So, oh, this Mod Podge is really old. Oh, that's kind of gross. Let me mix it up. This is really, really old Mod Podge, but that's okay. I'm just gonna get a little bit on my palette knife actually. And ooh, you just wanna like smear some on here. And then I wanna see what happens if I put a little bit of gold leaf on it. Again, never done this, so I'm testing it out on this messed up one. If you have any advice on gold leafing, let me know in the comments because I don't know what I'm doing. I am just experimenting. Oh my gosh, it's so fragile. Okay, I just want like a little piece of this. I don't want to take the whole sheet for it. So let me see if I can like just pull a little bit off. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. I've never felt this stuff before. I think I'm gonna actually just take my scissors. There we go. Started tearing it a little. Okay, go on there. There we go. Just gonna tap it on the glue. I don't know if I wait for the glue to dry before I like sweep away any excess, or I'm not sure. Here we go. Put a little bit up here. That just looks really cool though. Okay, so there's a little bit of gold leaf. That one was like too thick right there, but I like just little pieces of it. If I can, yeah, scrape some of it off. Yeah, maybe I'll just put it on the background and not the tree. But that's really cool. Okay, so I definitely think I want to implement some gold leaf in it. It'll just add it a little shine to it, so that's cool. Okay, if it's still cool to the touch, then it's not all the way dry. I think it's mostly dry, but I'm gonna get my little hand drying tool and finish it off because I want it to be dry. Okay, so this is the last little bit of gold leaf, and then I'm going to cut this picture out and let's go ahead and take the tape off and we'll see what this looks like in the frame. So there is the framed picture. I think the gold leaf definitely adds something fun to it. That's cute. I remembered there was a different painting I was gonna do. I may actually film that one and post it on another day because I really wanted to do this other specific painting. Completely forgot, but this actually ended up being kind of pretty. All right, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. It was a little bit chaotic, but I hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you wanna see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below and we will see you again tomorrow for another day, 24 days of Opal&Mint. Bye. Welcome to day 12.